Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're back for bingo. If you have not been here before, I got this from a thrift store that has the little bingo board. It has the all 75 spaces on there, and I will show you in a minute that I have every space of the 75 has been assigned a book from my TBR, from my owned TBR. So they're books I own on Audible or Chirp or Kindle or physically or something. I own them. So I'm going to spin 5 books, 5 numbers, and they will correspond with a book, and we'll see what I'm going to be reading. There's 1, 2. I have to wait until 5 of them are down here, and they don't always stay in the little thing. There's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. Okay, I'm going to just grab them out one at a time. The very first one is I-24. So here is my bingo board. I-24 is woman last seen in her 30s. I'm just going to highlight them so I can keep going. Okay, and then I put I-24 over here, and the next one is I-21, the Strivers Row Spy. Okay, then number 3, N45, Love Under Contract. I don't even remember what this one is. Okay, number 4, I-25, Brooklyn Air. We got I-25 last time because I just had to replace that book with what I read. So that's a popular one, I guess. Maybe it's heavier than the others. I don't know. Anyway, last one, I-18. How did I have 4 of them that were I's? Anyway, let's go look at these books. Okay, here we are. I have Woman Last Seen in Her 30s. This is like a contemporary fiction. And then I have I Think I Might Need You, which is a romance, as is Brooklyn Air, as is Love Under Contract. So this is very romance heavy. And then I have a mystery, The Strivers Row Spy. So these are all of my books that I got from playing bingo this time. I have not finished all 8 or 9 of the books that I got the last time I played bingo. So I'm going to go over there and show you those, and we'll talk about the ones I have finished. So if you want to see that, stick around. If not, I'll see you in my next TBR game. Let's go check it out. Okay, so as you can see, I have not read Level 5 down here, Love Boat Taipei, Coast to Coast Murders, or The Hexologist. I will say I am about 60% of the way through Love Boat Taipei, and I'm really liking it. So I think it's going to end up being 4 or 5 stars, but we'll see when we get there. So The Price of Time was a very cool sci-fi about people kind of figuring out how to cheat death, but then deciding not to share the information. Gideon the Ninth it lived up to what people said it would be, and I really liked it. My only complaint, and I've heard this from other people, is that the use of so many names by each character just was overwhelming to try to keep up with who they were talking about, because they all had so many names and titles, and especially Gideon that we were dealing with the most. She and Nona, that's not her name. I mean, that's her name sometimes. Anyway, she and the princess, they both had so many nicknames that it was just ridiculous. But such a unique story, and I love the magic system. Speaking of loving, The Sword of Kaigan was so good. It was the last book, almost the last book I read for the month of January, and I loved it so much. It was just everything. Like the world building was so good. The characters were so good. I fell in love with them. It was the best all the way around. It was fantastic. You see right beside it is The Toll, which is rated 5 stars. That is the first book I read this year, and I gave it 5 stars. And I'm not sure if it was because I had read the whole series so close together, but I loved it. I loved the way it wrapped up the trilogy. I thought the whole Scythe trilogy was so well done. It was the first Neil Shusterman books that I had read, and I loved them so much. The whole thing, the way the world is set up, and the way... Okay, sorry for the Django interruption. Like I said, haven't done level 5. I have started Love Boat Taipei. I am loving it so far. And then Act of Mercy was the beginning of a spinoff from a psyops series. Okay, it's paranormal romance. That's the basic part of it. But this was a spinoff from another one. So anyway, this is dealing with some wolf shifters. It was really good as well, and it was not very long, so it was a good way to kick off like the next spin-off series that I'm going to be following. So that's it. I've not finished the other books. I'm still going to work on them. They're still on my list to get done, but I just didn't finish them before I wanted to film another Bingo TBR. And I did read 5 books, almost 6 off of this list. That's why I decided to only do 5. 5 seems to be such a good number. 5 to 6 is a really good number for each one of my little TBRs so that I can finish them in about a month and play the game the next time. Otherwise, I don't ever get to play the games, and that's what I like to do, is play the games. So that is going to do it for this one. Let me know what you think about any of these books that I got for this time or that I read last time, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.